It's entirely possible that Windows has changed some settings since your blue screen.
Oh, yes.
Ah, we're here, we're back.
Wait, what?
Can you hear us all, or only some of us, chat?
I don't think they can hear you, Keep.
No Keep.
La, la, la.
It's that...
Use the betas.
Ah,
I
there we
only
go.
use these stable releases. Yay!
Right, chat
Now
should be
no
able
one.
to hear us all now. So if
Okay.
Hello?
Chat, can you
Hello?
hear everyone? I'm going to say it as well so that they know.
I
it's
am
easy.
everyone, hello.
Not I
it's
can
showing
hear.
the
That's
audio
that.
levels now.
Now I can
Now!
hear. Thank you. That's an important
All
distinction.
right,
So.
There we go.
Victory! And I've added
Very
one to the fail
important.
count, so there we go. Only 10 minutes late.
Yay.
That's not going to affect us at all, no. Right.
Not at all.
Right, okay, whatever. We'll make it short.
We can easily go 10 minutes. Oh, we can.
Oh, no,
No
we
can't.
can't, Red.
Okay,
We can easily make it a short session too.
well, the great news for everybody is that I was recording while that was happening, so I'm just going to leave that, and we'll see what happens on
Oh,
the audio
no.
on the stream, because I'll just upload that raw to YouTube, and everybody can just enjoy that. So anyway, chat, what you missed was a really fascinating discussion about Dante's Inferno and why it's the first example of self-insert fanfic, and why Dante is the world's first Mary Sue. Or Marty Stu,
And
depending on your
and also
definitions.
that you shouldn't be ashamed of fanfic if you write them.
I mean, you might end up with Twilight and earn a lot of money, so go ahead.
Or you might end up being Dante's Inferno, something English teachers force their students to read.
Well, I mean, 200-300 years
That would
time,
also be
that may
Chaucer.
be Twilight. Who knows? Oh god, that's...
I
Oh,
doubt
God.
it, Gabe. Unless
No.
unless it's specifically to make sure that people don't do this in
I
writing.
mean,
Or-
it's significant literature that defined an era.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whether
and
we
so
like
when
it or
we're
not,
here
that's
teaching
true.
it, because what if in history all of the good shit gets lost and Twilight remains because it was so popular, so many copies, and in the historical record, that's what you get.
Oh, we just need America to wipe us all out then, and then it'll be fine. Oh,
that explains the Bible.
Let's not
I
do
would-
that right now.
I would like
America's about to wipe
um,
itself out.
I'm just hoping that the advent of the internet is going to make that process a little bit better. I'm an optimist,
Yeah.
what can I say?
You are.
Right, well, let's do our traditional recap fairly quickly. Zaps is alive. Isaac
Yay.
is awake.
Really?
Zedless
Yay.
is patched back up. And last
Yay.
episode, we finished with you guys taking off from Persephone, which is...
Yes.
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 And so you were left with a question, and I believe you chose that you were going to head back to Bunker's Rest.
Yes.
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 We established that was about 4 hours hard burn, about 6 hours ordinary burn in a straight line
right.
from Persephone. Did any of you guys want to do any scenes en route, or shall we just pick up the action at Bunker's Rest?
I was going to say Bunker's Rest. I have nothing.
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Well, no, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Well then, in that case, let me tell you about Teen Bowl.
Did anybody check to make sure Nova was on board?
Yeah.
She was definitely on board.
Okay.
Unless she didn't want to be.
I'm gonna assume that we wait for her.
Yes.
We might forget
Why
her,
would
but
we
our
not?
characters won't.
We left her in Wu last time, is the thing.
No,
So,
well,
That was a
Whatever.
conscious choice, not a forgetting thing.
yeah.
anyway. So, we start the episode with a nice panning shot over the asteroid of Bunker's Rest. The space doors...
By the way, because I need to specify this, turned off the engines a few times, did a few drifts, and kept the stealth systems on the whole time. There.
Good, thank
Best
you.
I can do.
You're learning.
Apparently I have to specify this every time. It's not something Zap just always does.
It's important to specify this to the DM. And this is a good lesson for the folks who've been taking part in a Shah. These sorts of things are very, very relevant to us when you go in a Shah now. But yes, so yeah, you've stealthed your way back. So we'll say this has taken then 10 to 12 hours to get back.
Yes, we'll take some extra time for that.
So yeah, so we have a lovely panning shot of the asteroid of Bunker's Rest. You can see that there is a small one-man fighter craft landed on the surface. Some footprints heading. Yeah, you're probably right, Nav. It's not our word.
You invented it! You literally invented it!
No, we didn't
No,
invent
it's
it.
a Hindu
It's an
word.
actual word.
We should actually look up how that's properly pronounced.
I've looked it up. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Red is
It's
probably
pronounced,
correct, and
yeah.
I need to readjust my pronunciation.
It's just that I can't tell which one of you to copy.
Red. Assume red is the authority on all things.
Neither. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, that's
Neither.
fair.
Red speaks at least 2 languages. I barely speak 1. Anyway, so panning shot, asteroid, one-man fighter ship, some footprints heading across to a large set of doors embedded in the top of the asteroid, or we'll say top for simplicity, which are wide open and open to space. Then we pan up and across a little bit, and there's the Daedalus hanging in space, observing the scene from the outside.
As we came in, and Zap saw the door open, he just looked at Wu, and then back.
Yes.
Why would you look at Wu for those doors being open?
Because somebody's left the door open before that they should have closed.
Oh.
Callbacks.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, no,
That's
well,
a
I
long
think
one.
I think we'll just slowly, gently bring her in. Do a scan, probably, ping the internal sensors and stuff like that, but...
Yeah. I believe the bay doors were still open as well because they were jammed and we didn't bother taking time to close them.
Yeah. So you can see, you ping the computer systems, the generator's still online. The station reports that an emergency override was triggered, venting the whole base to space. It will not reclose the doors until given the appropriate commands.
In that case, I guess we just bring the ship in and then close the whole system. Probably
Yep.
makes most sense.
Because I think it's going to require a spacewalk, though.
Does it?
Captain? May I offer an alternate solution?
Okay.
We steal his ship. And then we do the other thing.
I'd like to make sure my base is okay. That ship ain't going anywhere.
Where is he
But
looking?
I do
while we're talking about
like your
sensors-
thought process afterwards.
While we're talking about sensors, Red, could you give me a
Uh-oh.
social or mental and notice, please? Or operate,
Social.
depending on what you would like.
I go. Oh, hang on. I need to clear my Liverpool. Sorry, social and operate, you said?
Yep.
I'm a ship's captain. Is that relevant?
Yes, because your specialty. Well, you have a special. No, that's specialty in flying the Daedalus, doesn't it? I'll let you use ship's captain though. This is something you might notice.
Okay. Well, I'm using the Daedalus in some way, I assume.
Yep.
Or is this purely the base?
You're using the sensors of the Daedalus because you were doing a sensor sweep.
Got it.
Rust.
Well, that's her current name is the Bucket of Rust. That's what Larry Bodgett and Bob Leggett painted on the side for you. The inspiration for them is that there is a building firm around where I live called BJ Leggett.
Nice.
So I see this sign, just BJ Leggett, on buildings, and so I was like, I wonder if he's partnered with a Bodgett. So that's how Bodgett and Leggett were born.
I mean,
Hang on. Does that mean like you get a BJ and then like it? I'm assuming you pay in between, right?
Red, we'd all made that joke in our heads, but thank you for saying it out loud. I appreciate that personally, because then I wasn't the one that had to do it and look like the idiot.
I never mind. I don't care. I have no shame in these things. You know this. Anyway, I think you're up first because you're on the
He was
defense.
defending.
Yep. Sorry, I was just putting that together.
Exactly. Instructor Beatles is right.
Someone has to.
There we go.
No.
13.
If everybody knows it,
take
nobody
that
has to
D8.
say it.
Let me do
Hang on. I think I can just draw one.
Yeah, if you can draw one,
Yeah.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Oop. There we go.
Of course. Awesome. Right. Yes. You noticed that the one-man fighter is currently powered off.
Mhm.
But you
Good.
do notice that there is a small, very, very tiny energy signature coming from it, as though it's, rather than powered off, in some form of hibernation mode. Nav, if you would like to give me a mental and no roll, please.
That thing is giving off a weak signal. Isaac?
That doesn't sound good.
Copy that, boss. Let's see what I can do
Specifically
about it.
knowing alliance tactics and operative tactics.
I have a feeling I know already what this is going to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Wait a minute. Why is
Same.
that? Did that put
You
in
added the
right
6
thing?
without any text. Did you click
Oh.
the little thing
Yeah,
to roll the
I clicked the
specialty
little-
instead of the dice? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. So let me clear that. Right, so it's mental and no, and I'm going to go with the distinction of strong silent type,
And I'll roll that. There you go.
because that is my being an alliance agent specialty that I've kept this whole time and not really told anyone about. Oh!
Wow. So that's
Wow,
that's
Nav.
success with the 2 jinxes.
Uh-oh.
One dice. Okay, no, let's do this.
Okay.
What happens?
So, I'm going to buy those jinxes for a start.
Okay.
So you get a plot point if you want to draw one.
I will have a plot point. Yep.
Your complication is going to be...
My backup phone?
I think they just copied that.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I did so because I made the roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So please, when I roll, I fail.
On
Sure,
one
so-
dice.
Yeah.
Made it on a single
I-
dice, which is impressive.
I couldn't
so
have made that roll even if Keep had a 5.
Your complication is that Isaac's spacesuit has been damaged.
Cool. So am I currently spacewalking towards the thing, or am I?
You're not spacewalking.
Oh, it's just
in
that my
case
suit
you
is.
choose to.
I
So
see.
What you know is that standing operating procedure in this scenario would be to set up some sort of failsafe that if you were captured or compromised, your ship would eventually start sending out a signal, giving the Alliance some way to home in and either rescue you, retrieve you, or send another operative to complete your mission.
Mm-hmm. Cap, I gotta head over there.
Why?
Got anything you need to tell us?
Yeah, because it's an Alliance operative spaceship, and if it's been alone and hasn't, had a communication from its operative in too long, it will start sending out a tracking signal, and the Alliance will come straight here, or some representative of theirs.
Okay. Can we blow it up?
We could, yeah.
We have guns.
We could also walk over there and sabotage the drive core.
That's... I'm gonna blow it up in that manner. But, you know what? Head over there. Ideal scenario would just send it in one direction and keep it flying.
I mean, they'd be able to trace that back.
Unless we point it into a sun.
Fair point.
Can I point out that I did actually try and shoot that thing, but I didn't know where the guns were, so I was trying to be helpful. I just want it on record.
We are very...
You did not try to shoot that ship, Woo.
Anyway...
I didn't know where the guns were.
Anyway... alright, look, let's just get things turned back on, and then we'll walk over and I'll have a look at that thing.
Sounds good. Okay, so yeah, we bring the ship in.
Right, so Red, can you give me a mental and operate to send the commands to to get the doors closed?
Oh, hang on. Cool. Hang on. What was it? Mental operates. I'm going to
Daedalus.
Instead of mental and
Sylvester,
operate,
have you
instead
asked
of
him in?
your mental, you could use the bunker's rest systems, but I believe that's
Which is?
D8 anyway. So
hang on. I'm going to. Yeah. Does the Daedalus factor into this or not?
no, this is you're just sending
Okay.
a command to bunker's rest to.
Cool. In that case, I would like to spend a D6, hang on, a plot point to get a D6 asset.
Mhm. What would you like your asset to be?
Oh, yeah, no, you can make it. Bunker's rest. I mean,
True.
Bunker's rest.
You did not have Bunker's Rest as an asset before.
Nope.
Well, we do now.
Well, you have stuff. It's when you turn it into an asset, it becomes a rollable dice.
Yeah.
Right, I will roll my pool. 7
Okay.
8.
In that case, I will roll my pool. 13.
Yeah.
But with the jinx.
So
I'll take another D8 big damn hero die. Go. And I'm going to get a jinx. What is the complication going to be? Unknown sabotage.
So the doors successfully close. Had you failed here, you'd have needed a spacewalk to repair them. So as the ship comes through, the doors close, the system repressurizes. But your complication is that you don't know what other systems and things that
We're also compromised.
Ross from
too.
Friends compromised. So
Right.
Operative Sobel, that's his name, not Ross from Friends.
Ross from Friends, yes.
Leo.
I will also accept David Schwimmer.
Who?
So this is funny because this is the character that Red played previously, and now there's no like there's no even vague similarity between David Schwimmer and Red.
I know, it's brilliant.
Okay, so yeah.
So you
For his sad sack.
you fly the ship in. You guys with the spacesuits will be able to climb back up and get out in a second. But Red was saying he was flying the ship in, so we'll do that bit first rather than dumping you at the top. And yeah, as you slowly come into land, you see that the
I'm going to mute because my washing machine is picking up.
okay, you see that the top floor of the 3-story building that was next to the landing pad has suffered an explosion. From the looks of it, from what you can see, it looks as though the depressurization occurred shortly after the explosion, so there doesn't seem to be too much fire damage. It seems like the fire was basically sucked out and extinguished, but there does seem to have been some blast damage at the top there.
Okay, assuming that it's all been sucked out, I'm also going to assume that a lot of things that were on the top floor have been sucked out as well.
Yeah. As the bigger boxes and stuff like that are all still in place, you can see a lot of the smaller items got moved around. Some of the boxes that were on the top floor you can see were scattered over the landing pad that your jets have now cleared out the way. Not necessarily everything got sucked into space. There wasn't much debris at the top, but just the fact that the whole thing got evacuated to space, it very quickly ran out of oxygen to operate, to burn, so it died out. But obviously that initial rush, it kind of caused it to flare out like a furnace almost. And from the cockpit as you land over where the whole thing happened, you can see a large red stain on the deck, and a little off to one side is a body slumped very awkwardly where it had been rolled in all the action from the air being sucked out. It doesn't have a head.
Oh, nice shot, Eliza.
I can't even begin to express how lucky I was.
Neither can I.
Especially given it's you.
Hey, I make my shots when it counts.
That is true.
So, who's doing what?
Heading for the shuttle of the ship, the small ship.
I'll probably start taking inventory of damage, what got lost, what needs to be repaired, stuff like that.
Yep.
If there's still coffee.
Yeah.
I have no plans other than if someone needs me for something.
Yep. So, whoever's going up in the spacesuits to the top,
I have a question about how the physics of this is going to work if I can fire Jake inside the hangar bay.
No, not at the moment, not without air.
the hangar bay's repressurizing because the ship,
Cool.
as the ship came through the doors, both doors sealed back up.
I think we determined there's at least an airlock between the hangar area and the building.
Because to depressurize the whole asteroid every time a ship came and went would be a bit ridiculous. So the doors are spaced room enough for a ship to hover. So the outer door normally opens, the ship comes in, closes.
Kind of an irrelevant
depressurizes.
question, Jack, because guns can shoot underwater, therefore they can shoot in space.
Yeah, it was Jane's special super-powered Vera that needed oxygen to shoot. Other rifles don't need oxygen; they can
Cool.
shoot underwater.
Also, this place is now filled again with oxygen, right? We completely repressurized even the hangar bay, so...
Yeah. Zaps shows you where the service elevator is that will take you up to the doors, and says there's an airlock up there that'll let you back out onto the surface. He presumes that's how Sobel got in.
Yeah, in that case, if Saps is looking around in the general vicinity of the hangar bay, I will be at my former spot, up top, magnet hooked to a rafter or something like that.
Fair enough. Can you give me a physical and move to determine if you can get up there?
No, I'll just spend a plot point.
Fair enough. Do that then. Yes, so...
Eliza, what are you doing up there?
How can I... Come on, there we go. Thank you. I'm keeping a lookout. Do you remember we saw a guy walking in?
Fine. Yeah. No, that's fine.
If
Reporting
he doesn't
immediate
expect
notice.
it, yeah, I'll put my hand, touch the comm. Of course I will. But if he doesn't expect it, it's a lot easier to hit him.
So who's going with Nav and who's with Red on cleanup duty?
I think the gentlemen should have their choice.
Well, I mean, I'm slacking off, so
Yeah.
So Wu,
Okay,
Wu is
so
on
Eliza's
cleanup
stuck
duty
to the roof and Wu's slacking off, so I guess you're coming with me, Nia.
Nova's probably helping Saps.
Yeah.
That makes
Do you have a
that makes
spacesuit? Fine. So Nia reluctantly goes, and I guess I have to suit up, and we're going to
Well, it's
determine
not-
your suit doesn't have a hole.
You
It's
two
not-
can share a suit, right?
No.
Isaac looks down at himself and then back at you and is like, I don't think spacesuits work like that. Oh, I see. Right, I get it. No, that's funny.
Sure.
Yeah, so we'll go to Zaps first. You head up to the third floor, and yeah, it looks like
Zaps, this spacesuit's made of a weird material. Is that later? Never mind.
It's very slimming.
Of course, Zaps brought the GIMP model.
It was the cheapest one they
I
had.
got it off this guy named Scorpius. So no, second hand.
One man
It's cheap.
sent into Australia's bondage scene.
Anyway, yeah. So the
Yay.
third floor. It looks like the explosive was placed pretty much middle of the room, right where that pile of computers that Isaac was interested in was located. It looks like the explosive went off, started a small fire in some of the boxes, which, yeah, as it spread because of the air very quickly being vented, has singed most of the boxes on the hangar half going forward before it got taken out. So there's soot and smoke, and most of that half of the top floor is basically unsaleable now. Fortunately for Wu, the back half, where all the alcohol was, is mostly unharmed. There's a few cracked bottles, but the alcohol is safe.
So the computers that the data was on are
They are just
Are
a pile of
destroyed.
fragments. That was where the explosive was.
Isaac.
Coming.
Maybe good news. Remember those computers that were important to you?
No.
Really? You certain about that?
I was here for a hard drive. We
Oh,
destroyed that.
Oh yeah, no. Everything of that is slag.
Yeah. No,
And
no,
the
I
hard
know.
drive is too, actually, now, but that's a
Yeah,
technicality.
we already selected the hard drive. Wait, what are you talking about?
Oh no, all the computers there. So we'll put the explosive on that place.
Oh, that makes sense.
I'm gonna assume that that's not gonna mean the alliance is gonna be off our backs.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, no. Well, one can hope.
They've got no confirmation because someone killed him.
It
That
wasn't.
was a threat.
So they can't get any confirmation of. Although,
Yes, well, someone was disabled and unable to give us advice, so, we do the next thing.
Hang on, Nick.
Yeah. I had the exact
You'll
same
be
idea,
there.
actually, Naf.
You can yell at me in a second. Hang on.
I mean, we have
Has he
everything.
Fine, I'm
finally got
impressed.
there?
We have everything we need for identification from.
Zap, so you
Operative
thinking what I'm
Sobel.
thinking?
Yeah, but where are we gonna get a steamroller this time of night, Brain?
I don't care, Zabs. We're going to take over the world.
Narf. Anyway, no. We might actually know an alliance operative that could report in.
Don't. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
I'm sorry, that's
Are
not what
you
you're
sure?
thinking?
That is what I was
What?
thinking. Yeah.
to
I'm
do
just not
that?
happy. Sorry. What?
Are you sure you want to do that?
No.
Is
We
Okay.
could we could also have Operative Sobel confirm with, all of the biometrics that we have.
Yeah, except voice and retina, because the retinas are gone.
No.
Well, we have handprints, we have DNA, we have blood sample.
Yeah, but no voice. They'll match voice prints and then cross-confirm with some other form of identification that's randomly selected. We don't know which one they're going to pick, and we don't want to risk it just on the upside. We might get lucky, like a 1 in 4 chance there.
Is it better than 1 in 0?
The question
don't think
actually is
probability works
what
that way.
What are liabilities if you check in?
If I check in, then they know that I'm alive. They know that Sobel hasn't checked in, and they will want me to come in and report. Or they will either want me to come in or at least report.
You know that you have confirmation that the information has been destroyed irrevocably, and you didn't do it. So,
Yeah.
but I'm assuming they'll want to give him a new job.
Sorry, what's that, Keep?
At this point in your conversation, your lift gets to the top. Ding! The Muzak stops. Because, of course, Zach's sprung for Muzak on the service lift.
It was already there. I just put in better music. Yakety sax.
Look,
it's a classic.
if I didn't have the confirmation, if I had to destroy the files, then they'll check if I have a certainty that no one else had the information. And when they say they need a certainty that no one else had the information, they mean all of you are dead.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
And then likely I get wiped before my next mission anyway.
What do you mean wiped?
You've seen what they've been able to do.
What do you remember of your job before this one?
Nothing.
Okay, so that one goes out of the window. We'll just stick to fugitives. I can live with that.
aren't we all already fugitives anyway?
Exactly.
Okay, so
just get that thing out of here. I'd like to have one place that the Alliance doesn't know about.
Okay, so are we going for blowing up the entire craft, or me just disabling that signal?
We'll disable the signal, and then we'll probably just detonate the craft in space.
All right.
Just send it into the sun.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, it depends on what gravity does. Anyway.
Without trying to disable it?
No, we're going to disable the signal. I'm going to plant some explosives. Then we're going to launch it into the atmosphere. When it's far enough away, we're going to detonate the explosives. How does that sound?
Yeah, that's good.
Fail-safes.
Whatever.
POW pods. Does any of this ring a bell?
It's a tiny spacecraft. There are no pods on it.
It also can't hop to any nearby things. Like if we.
It can have a failsafe though, and if you try to tamper with it, it might have a tamper alarm, just like the last one did. Just like
there are
the
ways
pod
to
did.
fix that.
And the same thing will happen if it survives any explosion. So we need to do this.
At this point,
What you can do
we've got
is
the
just
airlock
send
open
it to the.
and are walking across the surface to the ship.
What you can do is just send it into the sun. That fixes all of it at once.
It does until you realize how smart that ship probably is.
Right.
There-
So,
We'd have to program it on a certain route, otherwise they just trace it back.
That, and it might even trigger the failsafe when it gets too warm. If it, or on a.
Let's see how much we can control it. We can always blow it up. With
you
the
mean put a
Status, yeah.
screwdriver through everything? That's really easy to do.
No. Yeah.
Please don't do that.
Isaac, you're in charge on this. Hang up.
Roger that.
So I'm
No.
assuming we're going through our plan here, in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are doing that. Red, Zap's having finished sort of despairing at the top floor. You've had a little look at the POW pods. Those are all undamaged. You've been able to repair the main doors that were into the bottom floor of the building. So you could unload the rest or reload the ones you've got on base back on board the Daedalus, depending on which you
I think I'll gently start unloading them all. Probably keeping one around. It's easier to keep that one hidden than on the ship
50.
than trying to hide all of them on the ship.
Yeah, so you've got another 12 to unload off your ship.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll just start working on that. Maybe probably help with the Nova.
Yeah, Nova was able to get the forklift back up on all four wheels.
Sweet.
And that's up and running again.
Jeez, that of her body strength.
Yeah.
You just hear that over the comms when Nova does it, and then nothing.
Well, she was using a jack, but she just gets up and just flexes and. Yep. So you guys have been happily sabotaging that spaceship. The cockpit opens to Nav's handprint. No, not handprint because you're in space.
Yeah, I was going to say
Nav,
I've got
Isaac
those fingerless
knows
gloves.
The override codes to open the cockpit and get in, so you can damage anything you want, set any course you want. Yeah, it's a fairly standard issue Alliance one-man fighter. So Isaac will have no problem interfering with it, and obviously knows the usual fail-safes built in.
All right, so I go in and basically disable any sort of possible, or I show Nia where to do her thing to disable any possible signal things that might be sending back information on where we are, and then after we've done that, we push the thing away from the station and just wait for it to get to a safe distance. Oh, spaceship's done.
It's like, I think that's my lunch.
It's like, find out that Nia's been heating her lunch in the microwave of the ship.
Mini tacos are delicious.
Stealth!
Wu, having finished her inventory of the booze, has moved back to the kitchen and has discovered that the coffee is still all untouched. However, the cups you guys were drinking from 2 days ago are actually not too bad because they've been in the vacuum of space, so the mold hasn't grown on them. But they'll need washing.
I would just put them in the sink and just pour the water. How am I going to clean these cups up? It's not my job.
Of course you would.
Oh, no.
Of course you would.
I was considerate, and I did put some washing up liquid, just dabbled on them. So there's like 20% done.
And then you forget to turn off the sink. Bubbles everywhere.
So does anyone remember that time that the crazy guy was chasing us to prevent us from getting to the West Lake?
Which time?
Which
There's been
one?
multiple
Specific.
occurrences.
So we were in space. We were being chased by the McKnight. Was it?
Yes.
McKnight?
Yes.
His name. Hang on.
And then
Hang on,
and-
you
and
girl, I
Wu-
say.
and Wu hacked the ship systems to
Oh,
save
yeah.
us all.
Hacked.
Yeah, about
Yes.
that. I probably have to admit that Wu is not the greatest hacker in the world. I just gave her the full access codes because I have the Alliance operative override.
Yeah. I
Oh,
figured
fuck.
something like that went down. What?
Message from High Command.
Oh, have fun.
Please send status update when convenient. That's not helpful. Okay.
Well, you
Um,
could be conveniently dead.
That's true until we get somewhere that, they spot me.
Also, you just read it. It sent the confirmation report.
No, that's not how that works. This comes through on this is
You
direct.
just
to
read
my-
the push notification.
Yeah.
Direct
I
to my
see.
glasses.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. That old trick. Alliance WhatsApp. All right, gang, what's the call? Do you want me to send back or not?
Sorry, what? The forklift's really loud. Can you repeat that?
Message from Alliance High Command. They want a status update. Do I send them one or not? I can try and bluff them.
You could always just say that the drive's been destroyed and you had it the whole time. I can tell you what I did.
Well, what did you do?
Well, besides having defaced the platters before we killed Agent Sobel, I then threw it into a smelter.
Oh, that'll probably work. The issue there is that, again, they'll want confirmation that none of you read it. So...
Okay.
Nope.
I can try and convince them of that, but they're not necessarily going to believe me.
Don't know what to tell you then.
Can you just pretend to be dead?
I absolutely can, but then when they pick me up on when we go near some Corewell system again, then we're in trouble.
I mean, aren't we in trouble when that happens no matter what? At this point?
Yeah, but we might have a theoretically slightly longer amount of time before the real trouble hits if they think that I'm still on side.
You could also just be confirmed dead.
I'm not letting you perform any sort of operation on me.
I wasn't thinking an operation.
Okay.
But there are sedatives.
Okay, how do we
That's
get
for
them
all
that
info.
information, though? That's the thing.
Also, if
Do it on ComSat
Alright,
57
look, I
or
got
somewhere?
it. I got it.
Okay.
like if they think you're dead, they're probably not going to be.
If
And they think he's
Looking for
dead,
you,
and they know
right?
Sobel's dead. They're sending someone else. Is the problem if we don't tell them the drive is destroyed?
But who's the guy that was just here?
No, there's no one here. The footprints
Oh,
are
it
from
was
when
just the
Sobel came
footprints.
inside.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
How
No
about this
plastic
idea?
surgery, or upload Isaac's mind into a car, or both.
How about this idea? Isaac, you send your status that the fact that it was destroyed and everything, and then in some time vicinity following, you turn up on ComSat 57 dead.
We'll work into that later. That should be fine. Right, moving on.
What did you send him, Isaac?
Yeah, we'd like
Hold
to
on.
see.
Hold on. When I finish composing it, I'll tell you. Hey, washing's done.
Saps, did you start the coffee maker and not turn off the music?
No, why would I ever turn off the music? It's delightful, right?
It was delightful the first time. This 50th time, though.
I've been hearing this for 20 years. I'm still not sick of it. That's my washing machine, by the way. I knew that was going to happen.
Well, I mean, the Deadless has got to have a laundry system somewhere.
Oh, obviously.
I mean, how else does Isaac keep his shirts so clean?
Send out for dry cleaning every time we're in base.
I was going to say, I'm actually going to assume we go to dry cleaning locations.
Yeah.
Just go to those laundromats when we're on
I
planet.
mean,
we're not that
you-
rich.
You use the same couriers that Space Amazon uses, so they can still find you wherever you are.
Yeah.
Somehow.
It's creepy.
Yeah,
Just-
so it's also
freaking
laundry
creepy,
service
man.
with it? Huh.
Am I good to send that?
Sure.
Sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
Alright, boom, gone. Okay, let's get back inside.
So the tracking
Yeah.
device has been taken care of?
Yes.
Yep. Chip's gone.
I
We're in
said,
enough pieces, it's not easy to
have
track.
we just sent the ship away, or do we just put it in here and hide it for a while?
Hey, Nia, do you want to push the button?
I thought we already did.
We pushed it into
Oh.
space. We've been waiting for it to get far enough away that it won't affect anything.
Okay, push the button.
Okay. There's
You
no
call-
sound of an explosion because this is space.
Because we're in space, yes.
However,
notice that
a stunning
on the
visual
radar-
flash.
a little dot on the radar kind of dissipates.
I like the idea that there is the beautiful image of an explosion and just Western music playing.
Yep.
Because that's how it works in Firefly.
You know, I didn't realize they'd made stealth explosives, but I'm just amazed what technology we have today. It's just, what a golden age we're living in.
Well, so we pan from the gorgeous shot of the exploding ship, some really expensive CG. We cut across Isaac's message that he got back, that chat can see. And then we cut to a montage of Zaps and Nova finishing unloading the last of the pods into the storage.
Because we're gonna need a montage.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Good to hear.
Because, you know, I've been listening to some
Moving
more
montage.
campaign, and they don't use montages nearly enough. I mean, all those shopping episodes that they could compress into montage and deprive us of hours of entertainment.
Heresy. Heresy.
Let's go shopping!
No. No.
Having just
No.
listened to 2 episodes back to back where they still haven't met the Kyber crystals.
Isaac's favourite shop is canonically now Guns, Guns, Guns 3.
Yes. Anyway, so the pods are all unloaded. Wu has inventoried the alcohol and it's all fine. Has made some coffee. You guys have dealt with Sobel's ship. So all that's left is a bit of scrubbing to get rid of the bloodstain on the deck, and then you're good.
Not it.
What's our next move?
You made the
I passed the
bloodstain.
mop to Wu.
I take them off to sorry, boss, I'm not trained in this. Like, I can't.
That's fine. You'll get experience on the job.
I can't. I can't. I can't do a job I'm not trained for unless you want to take it up with health and safety.
On
I
job
just can't do it.
qualification.
Woo. Remember when I hired you?
Isaac steps up. Hello, I'm health and safety now.
Yeah.
I'm like, you could also take it up with me if you'd like to.
Mr. Health and Safety, is it allowed to have an untrained janitor do janitorial work
Hang on,
as
let me
a
check- let me-
experience?
Let me check them up. Yep, this is all up to code. Yeah, you're totally fine. No safety issues here. I'll fill in a form and send it to you in triplicate. But this is all totally cool.
Okay,
Thank you, Health and Safety. Employee, get to work.
Oh, we need some railings in the cockpit.
I need. I probably need a small pay rise then because this is now part of my duties. So I'll put up with finance when we're okay with that.
You'll get
I'm
Finance.
finance now.
There we go.
I'm still sitting up at the ceiling, just looking down, going, at least they got Wu to do something.
Finance.
better
I
than most
think we
days.
can requisition a few bottles of booze in this case as an alternative payment.
So
If you
I mop all the floor
All
apart from
right,
bloodstain.
that's fair.
Yeah.
But only delivered after the service has been.
No,
performed.
obviously. There's already the standard salary that covers payment beforehand. I basically take 3 bottles of booze that are in the cargo of Bunker's Rest anyway, that you were gonna drink anyway.
Yeah. So
Right.
yeah,
So what's our next move?
Mhm.
I presume the rest of you are just sat there drinking coffee, watching Wu mop.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Well, Eliza's apparently still hanging from the rafters, at which point he is going to go,
Or
why are you still up there?
Who
Why
cleaned
are
the
you
mugs?
still upside down?
Yeah, that's
I did. I cleaned the mugs.
Okay.
I did some physical exercise while up here.
Eliza, are you half bat?
Yeah,
No.
that too. So why don't you come down and join us? We've got some
Eliza.
Irish coffee.
Eliza,
Yeah?
are you Vengeance? Are you the Knight?
No.
Did your
Also, I
parents
like
die?
I mean, I
Personal?
have no parents.
Captain apparently
parents
like
are
You're a
this,
clone
like
trooper? Wait, no,
near
sorry.
death
wrong universe.
encounters.
My
Make
parents are
jokes.
dead. My parents are dead.
I'm terribly sorry to hear that.
No, parrot. Well, sorry, what? Huh? What? Anyway, what's our next move?
It's a good question.
Because we have the information now, which will lead us to the West Lake, right?
Technically, yes.
Let me pull you back across to the system map. So, just as a little refresher, I've given you a very rough circle, but Bunker's Rest we know is here.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that the last resting place of the West Lake is here in Motherlode, in the Red Sun system.
I guess then that's where we're heading in this case.
We're going to need something to hold the Alliance off our backs.
I guess whatever's on Bunker's Rest might be what we need. Plus, a way to revive these prisoners. I think we own
Shouldn't
that
we
one.
find that?
You mean the West Lake, right?
Are we taking them with us then?
Yeah, are
Just-
we leaving them here or taking them with us?
I think we take them with us.
I say we take one with us to test it and bring back whatever it is and use it on the others.
How long does it take? How long does the trip keep?
Plot. Let's see. That's
So-
going to be a couple of
days.
days out.
Is it a long
Yeah.
time? Okay, cool. That's fine. Yeah, we can take one then. That's not a problem.
I think that's the best. That's the best call in this case.
Yeah. Does anybody want to give me a mental and no to know what they know about Motherlode?
Sure, I will.
I can also do that if that's necessary.
Let's all do it.
It probably has
Let's-
some.
Let's see if
I'm not
anybody
gonna.
knows anything about
If
Motherlode.
anybody else is rolling, I'd rather not. I don't want to overload with rolls.
So I'm from Motherlode.
Oh, go for it then.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then you can go. We're all
I mean,
fine.
like, I've got terrible attributes in it though, so
I might know a thing or two about it because of smuggling. I don't know how much smuggling happens in Motherlode.
I'm
Oh,
from.
I'm sure Nia knows something about it, possibly.
Okay, I'm also from the Red Sun.
So anybody
Hard.
who's from Red Sun can add an additional d6.
Cool,
Special-
because I'm from
specialty.
I'm
I'm
from
gonna
the
let
prison
those-
gammon system.
I'm gonna let these people do it. I'm not gonna roll. For
Yeah.
this.
You said mental
Oh, well, if they
and
fail.
no.
Yep.
Mental, no.
I can't remember if it's Defender wins, isn't it?
Yeah, Defender
Yeah.
wins. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well.
I mean, to be fair, that's not that uncommon when you don't know all that about your hometown. People are like, you should know everything about it. I'm like, I don't. So I
I
live
mean,
and
to be
live
fair, Red Sun's
outside.
pretty big, and
Yeah.
if you look at where Motherlode is compared to Brisingamen, which is out here,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from St Albans though, so
yeah, you should be a bit better at that.
I'm not. Oh well.
Yeah.
And Eliza doesn't know anything either.
Nope.
All right, let me try then. So it is
It's just
Nia's been everywhere.
Motherlode. That's a place.
mental.
That's what I know.
Yeah,
No.
Motherlode, that shithole. Nobody goes there.
Yeah. Nope.
To be fair, I do hate
Okay.
my home planet.
Oh, that was no, but that's also what my no is,
Yeah.
and so we'll see what happens. No.
Red.
I'm gonna give it. I'll give it a go.
Well, I was going to say, Red,
Oh, God.
I will give you... I know you've swapped it out, but I will still give you traded with both sides as your smuggler.
Oh no!
pass.
I never swapped that out. And two, if it's relevant information, if it's information we need, it's probably not behind a roll. So
Exactly.
Woo knows.
So I'm
No,
not.
no,
I was
I'm
going
not
to give
going
it
to
to
be
you
rolling
if,
for it.
if you didn't know, but Wu knows all about the Motherlode. So yeah, you know that.
I know where all the bars are.
Well, yeah,
that's-
you know where all the bars
true.
are. You also know that
That's a good point.
it's particularly the section that these coordinates are in when Zap shows them to you. This place is a place favoured by smugglers. That's why there's good bars.
Yeah.
It's kind of a tricky place to navigate. It looks as though the best way through to where you need to get is a smuggler's route known as the Hellhound Trail.
Of course it is.
Would I by chance know that route?
You don't, but you do
Oh.
know that the best place to pick up a guide who will pilot you through the Hellhound Trail is a bar called The Rock. a repurposed mining station at the edge of the asteroid field.
Important question: would I already know about the Hellhound Trail being a smuggler?
Yes, I was going to just give you the information no matter what you rolled.
So, I don't really need a guide, or do I?
It's probably been.
Is
a
it
year
like a
or two
Kessel Run
since
type of
Zaps
thing?
Has headed through the trail. He could probably navigate it, and navigate the twists and turns. But a guide would ensure your safety through the trail.
Okay.
Is the guide named NPC?
No.
I haven't checked that far ahead yet. Please.
Oh, okay.
Is it?
Okay.
Hang on, no, keep. Is it one of those
You
things
can
where?
use the Kyle Lee McJunkin. You can use McJunkin for this.
Is it one of the things where you need to like be a native, like a local person? Like, is it one of those really complex, like, shifting things where you need to live there in order to figure out how to get through, or is it something that Zaps has done before?
They have orbits. The trail shifts and changes. You know the rough route, but specific rocks and things might cause you issues.
So it's
Okay.
basically like Spaghetti Junction then.
A little
Okay.
bit, yeah. As
No, that's
we all
fine.
know,
No.
Spaghetti Junction moves on a daily basis.
Okay, no. Yeah, no, that makes total sense. Oh, yeah, no, the Hellhound Trail. Yeah, no, I can totally navigate that. Let's go.
Okay.
Are
One
you
thing
sure
that
about that, Captain?
both of you do know
Yes.
is that
What, you're doubting my abilities?
No,
That is
but
a rather dangerous trail if you haven't run it in a while.
What do you know about that? I thought you didn't know anything about it. I thought you rolled a 6.
everyone knows the Hellhounds Trail.
Yes.
I just forgot it was there.
Hello, fourth wall.
This is the second day in a row you've done this, Red.
Yeah, it is. We're both here. We know.
This is Zaps going, it'll be fine.
And Mia's going, no, we're generally not fine when you say that.
And
the
Wu kind
last
of wants
piece
to
of
visit the
information
rock.
is obviously because
Yeah.
it's
Who's the only one who could contradict me on this, by the way?
because
Yeah.
it's a place frequented by smugglers. You know that Alliance patrols out here are rare.
Also, no, Alliance patrols. We can take our time, it's fine.
Alright, let's go then.
Noting this for later, and when you owe me when we're not fine.
I mean,
We'll be dead if we're not fine, so I'll take that bet.
I was just saying, on the point of Wu probably knows, but she probably doesn't know that it's dangerous. As it's like, it's fine, it's not
Yeah.
that bad.
Is it bad I'm basically doing this because I know we kind of need a guide, and that's the intent, and I'm kind of being, like, contrarian on that?
It's fine.
It's fine,
mean,
sure.
As I said,
It's-
bear in mind
No,
that
it's called
literally
being a
just
player.
listened to the campaign episode where instead of radioing Lynn to remind themselves of what they needed as a code word to get into the meeting, they stunned
Oh,
the guy
God, yes.
and then very nearly beat up Thumper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember
It was
that.
like an
Twice,
entire
by
episode
the
that they
way.
could have resolved by making one radio check. So I'm perfectly on board with this.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, no, this sounds like something what Zaps would do. He'd be
Full speed
overconfident.
ahead.
Yep.
This is a bad idea, but it feels in character. So
Okay. Does anybody have any scenes they want to do on the way to Motherlode?
No, I just really wanted to visit the rock.
hang on. I kind of want to group input on this. Does this sound like something Zaps would do, or would he be a bit more cautious right now?
It depends. To me,
yeah.
old Zaps would have been more cautious. but
Yeah.
You've been through the near-death experience, and new Zaps seems a little more
Yeah,
loose.
the new bolder, more shooty Zaps who's trying to deal with this problem by buying a sports car. I mean, ship.
Yeah.
I mean, having a bit like. I mean, don't worry about it.
We
Yeah.
passed this
Dating
absolute
somebody
corridor.
20 years younger than him. Oh, wait, no.
He's not even doing that. Don't worry about it.
We passed the Zaps in the corner. It's like, Zaps, I'm liking the fact you're a bit more adventurous with your outfit, but that does not look good on you. It's
Is it the hat?
The pimp hat. Like,
Is
he
the hat-
rated the suit
is-
in purple and
the
the
shoe.
leopard print.
it's everything. If I'm being honest, it's everything. But
I walk up.
Do you
I
think
walk
I
up.
should go back to the old outfit?
No, Saps. It's
No,
just a cane.
maybe
Cane
in
is not
between.
ostentatious enough.
See,
Okay, I'll keep the shoes and the
Maybe-
hat and swap everything else.
maybe something in the middle. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Nia, do I need to explain about why I gave you the hard drive thing, or did we already have that conversation?
I think you had that?
Yeah, we had that conversation. You gave it to me
Cool.
because you didn't want to be trusted with it to look at it, I think? Something like that.
Well,
No,
I
because
don't know whether or not I have a code word that makes me
Yeah.
just give up the information to anyone who asks for it.
Yeah, I was going to say the
okay.
implanting thing. It
Right.
totally is, Keeb. I want to be in the alley between the rock and the hard place.
Yeah, the alley's there. The hard place is not a bar; it's a brothel.
I still wanted to be in the alley.
Well, now we know where Eliza hangs out for
I
fun.
mean, that's where you get the BJ lady.
Hey, don't judge her.
So.
Ah,
Those
call
people
back.
work hard.
Call back.
Right. So, any scenes en route to Motherlode?
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good
Okay.
to me.
Ship takes off. Do you close the doors as you leave?
Yes.
Yeah,
course
ship
we
takes
do.
off.
Do we lock
we see
them?
it burn away, and then we get a
We
swipe.
close the doors. I make sure that the ship engines are working. I make sure that the ship on the inside has atmosphere as we fly out.
And Isaac loaded in one of the containers with a prisoner in
And I
on
conti-
board.
and
Zaps
Zaps
didn't
make
unload
sure
one.
he keeps breathing through the whole trip.
Oh, don't tell me that, Red.
Yep. So what we get is we see a lovely CGI shot of the ship rising out, the doors closing. There's a little bit of debris still clinging around from the exploded ship, but you're going in a different direction now. So you turn, we see the ship burn away, and then we get an advert break. And as we cut back from black, we see the ship arriving at the asteroid belt.
Okay, we're gonna take this slow because it's been a while, and some of these asteroids tend to shift. But if we
Do
take
you
our
think we
time,
could possibly
Whoa,
get a
whoa, whoa.
guide
Whoa, sorry.
pilot, Captain?
it's fine. As long as we take our time, everything will be fine. Don't worry.
Take it
Pilot's
slow.
in cheap.
I'd rather not have add an extra liability to this whole operation.
No, that makes sense.
Okay, so
You
this
really
will
should be going fast, but whatever.
engines and fly.
I'll probably also be stealthing as always, but
I believe I need to just double check. Yeah,
engines is
let's
D8,
check
right?
The sheep sheet. Yeah, everything on your ship is D8. So
Hey, Grandpa, you do know that the ship goes faster than this.
Hey, Woo.
Hmm?
No more stuff about flying the ship, okay?
What?
I tend to
I-
agree with him on that.
I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying he could go a little bit faster.
I still have bruises.
Hey, Woo.
Hmm?
I left the Glenfiddich in the fridge.
Thanks. Why did you put it in the fridge? Why did you put it in the fridge?
Barbarian.
It's in the booze fridge where it's 5 degrees. It's not.
it's really rare
I'm
that I'm
not
actually
a savage.
adding up a dice pool that comes straight from the story notes. I've done so many off the cuff dice rolls recently.
Oh, we're back. We're back. Hey, guys, I found the rails.
Yeah, you found the rails again.
We did it.
Let's go off them.
We did it. We got back.
I already
Back to
did.
the rails. Time to go off again. No,
Okay.
because if he's taking it straight from the rails, right?
8 tons of asteroids.
You actually steered us back into the rail.
Okay.
So yeah, there's some mighty big rocks out there,
Okay, 10.
and a really terrible roll.
14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not
We're
an
speed
extraordinary
running this shit.
So yeah, you
Nice splits, nice splits.
you
frame
find you're
perfect.
able to get through the asteroid field. Your memories are pretty good. The ship sensors are fairly helpful in predicting the movements of the bigger rocks.
Nia still white knuckles through the whole thing.
Yeah, there's the occasional point where you just bump against a rock. There's a little bit of scraped paint.
Yeah, like scrape a little bit of asteroid off. Ooh. That wasn't there last time.
But yeah, you make it through.
Isaac's sitting like near, like where are we all in the cockpit?
Or somewhere, you know.
Or like yeah,
It
like
is the
somewhere in the
scariest place while we're doing this.
Yes.
Yes, it's Cockbridge.
I'm-
I mean, you know.
Isaac's looking surprisingly relaxed while this whole thing goes on.
I'm looking extremely bored. I'm looking at a very small asteroid that's going a lot faster than us. I'm like, ugh.
And so, having frame perfect skipped an entire page of encounters,
Yeah, we
Uh,
barrel roll
let's skip to
into
the bit
a,
that I was hoping would be at the end of the episode.
we barrel roll into an asteroid, and that just launches us through all of
If
them.
Brett's got to go early, it's, you know, we're getting
I
to
have
the end
no
of the episode early.
I think this might end up being a potential cliffhanger, so let's just see what happens.
Let's go.
We can run a bit further, but yeah. So you get through the Hellhound Trail absolutely fine, no problems at all, apart from the odd little bit of scrape paint, which is a little disheartening as you just had that paint job redone.
Well,
But then they did make it look like you were dinged up and stuff anyway, so.
authenticity. It lends authenticity to the situation.
And yeah, so you reach the last known position of the Westlake.
Is it here?
Well,
I mean,
What do
out
you
in
think,
front of you
Red?
God's
do you
here.
is
think?
a large ship. It is not the Westlake.
Hang on.
Instead-
How do we know it's not the Westlake?
Dull
Is it next?
surprise!
Because it's an old independent Freedom class destroyer called the Diamondback.
Oh no.
Wait, that sounds familiar.
Wait.
So it's not an alliance ship, it's an independent ship. Freedom
Oh,
class
that's not so bad
Diamond
then.
back.
But the
Wasn't that somebody's ship
Yes.
that we knew? Like one of
Yes,
your
it is.
smuggler friends read?
no,
Like,
This-
no.
This ship is huge. It's easily the size of an alliance cruiser.
Wow.
No, you're thinking of the Malmadra, Laura.
yeah, but didn't somebody else have a ship in that group?
The Diamondback is a ship that we know. That much I know
Yes.
for certain. Yeah,
Okay.
I am.
Are you thinking of the
200%
lady
on that.
with her shuttlecraft ship that you had to rescue? That you then sold out to the Alliance? Way back in episode 1.
No, I'm not thinking of Mechanic Girl.
Okay, I'm not sure
Wait,
we've had
am
the
I?
Diamondback come up before.
We 100% have talked about the
If-
Diamondback.
I think what Keeve is signaling is that if we have talked about the Diamondback, that was 100% unintentional, and this is not that Diamondback.
Okay.
Possibly.
Then, sure.
Is
So,
what I'm
yes.
reading between the lines here.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's huge. It's easily the size of an Alliance cruiser. But as I say,
Oh,
it's
shit.
it's an independent ship. It's a browncoat ship.
How many of these things were built?
Not
What
many.
you can see though,
How old is this?
Very.
well, it's the same age as the Westlake would be. It's from in the War of Independence. What you can see though, once upon a time, you know that these things were basically a mobile command center and supply ship. Lots and lots of space for cargo and crew. It would have had a huge shuttle bay. It's covered in gun turrets. But the ship in front of you it's powered down. It looks derelict. It's rusted in places. There's bits missing.
It's probably not rusted.
Not rusted, but it's damaged by rocks. There's bits missing. You know, this looks like it's just a drifting hulk.
Those ships used to be
Hang on.
dangerous.
I turn towards Eliza. Eliza,
Yeah.
those pods.
Yeah.
Why do we believe they were POWs?
Because the data
Because
sent from the doctor on the planet that we went to.
they're also Alliance, not Alliance personnel. They're browncoat.
Yes.
People.
Were the pods Alliance?
The pods were Alliance, yeah.
Yeah. Pods were Alliance issue. We did not have access to something like that during the Independence
We know
War.
the pods were Alliance because they sent a signal on an Alliance frequency when we fucked with them.
Good
Yeah.
point. Good point.
Also, we did not have access to this during the war.
Don't know how many prisoners the Brown Coats took anyway. Sorry, what? Huh?
We didn't. We didn't have a choice.
Yep.
All right. Break it up for the moment. We'll talk about that later. Getting far on you, Dave. Anyway.
Is that thing
We could also just
functional?
we could also just not talk about it ever. That works for me.
I think we should.
Anyway, so are you thinking what I'm thinking, Captain, that those POWs came from this ship?
That's what I'm thinking as well. I don't know
Yeah,
exactly
I think
how
that's
yet,
very likely.
but
I think
Why
it's likely.
would
Now the
you
question
be
is,
on
where's
this
the ship that took them?
One thing that you do know is that if the Westlake was powered down and derelict like this ship, given the movement of the asteroids in the belt, the Westlake has probably drifted from this location.
yeah, I assume that.
Aha, so its last known position is
This
here,
was its
but it may
last
have
known
moved.
position when it was powered up and the pods were
Right,
taken.
so it might have gone somewhere. Okay, right. So,
Could this be the thing that crippled the Westlake?
Possibly. I feel like
Possibly.
taking a closer look is a good idea.
I agree.
I'm
Watch
going
out for
However-
reavers.
Yeah, be on your guard. This could be. We could be walking into a shipstorm.
Didn't he say Reavers?
There won't
Yes,
be
I did.
reavers.
Okay. In that case, Sap's just
Did Eliza hear you say the word Reavers?
A small shot of her just standing there, her knuckles turning completely white, her fists clenched so hard that it shakes,
just think this upside down.
like this, Red, like this,
I know.
and then nothing else is said. She just walks out.
Alright, what's the call, Cap?
Who are you sending in?
I say we check it out.
I don't think all of us should go. Somebody needs to be with Wu back here.
Fair?
What?
Well, other than that, but I'm saying if whoever goes down doesn't return, someone needs to be here to get the ship out.
I'll go, Zaps, you stay.
Sounds good. How about you 3
I'll go with
in?
you.
And I'm pointing at Eliza, Nia.
She's
and-
left. She walked out the scene.
Oh,
Walked out the cockpit.
Eliza, you want to go on there or not?
I'm already suited up. What you waiting for?
So
I don't know. For me to give you an order.
you're suiting up.
I
Are you
knew where
space
this was
suiting over
going
there?
anyways.
Are you taking a shuttle over there? You taking the ship in close?
Probably a shuttle. Seems
I
make
think
most
we should
sense.
take a shuttle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, gear up.
Can any of us fly? Actually,
I can. I can fly
Cool.
small craft.
I cannot fly for the life of me.
You said that, but you've done
I'm
it
assuming
once.
Nav can. I'm assuming Isaac can fly small craft as well.
I mean,
No.
if you're just
Nope.
Everybody decided fly was probably a safe dump stat.
almost everybody.
I have a
Excuse me.
No, our
regen
captain can
character!
I have
This
very
character is from the book.
I
It
have a-
didn't have fly as a stat, no.
I have
No.
a particular set of skills, and I'm very
Yes.
happy with them.
So do I.
I can
Mine
fly,
involve
just not
painting.
very well.
Okay, so I can fly a shuttle.
Cool. That means Nia's the one flying.
Yep.
Okay, so
Yes.
Assault Force 1, Nia, Isaac, and Eliza.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so as the shuttle gets just over halfway between the Daedalus and the Diamondback, the Diamondback powers up and its gun turrets swing, half of them pointing at the shuttle, the other half at the Daedalus. Zaps, you have an incoming wave.
Oh, wonderful.
Hello, you've reached the most unlucky son of a bitch in the universe.
Daedalus, this is Captain Ada Pinnock. Stand down and prepare to be boarded.
Okay, 2 questions. 1, how do you know our name? And 2,
Oh, sorry, not
hello,
Daedalus,
what's
Bucket O'Rust. Bucket O'Rust. Stand down and
I
prepare to
knew
be
you were
boarded.
going to pick up on that. I knew it.
Okay. Hi. How's it going?
Second question, what do we do?
I think we're
hang
heading
on. Give
back
me a
to the
moment
ship.
before my crew gets antsy. Guys, just let's just
Fly
stand
casual?
down. Let's not get fly cat. Just stop. Just I don't think we want to anger this thing.
I was going to
No,
turn
we
and
do
come
not.
back. Turn back to the ship, but sure, we'll just fly casual.
Fly drift gently back to the ship. Let's see if they mind. Hello,
Yeah.
I'm back.
Hello, Bucket O'Rust.
Sorry
Stand down and prepare to be boarded.
Identify. When you say stand down, can you specify what you mean with that? We're not going anywhere. And
we're not
launching any
attacking
weapons.
Ask your shuttle to cease moving.
Ah, okay. 1 second. Yeah, no, they want us to stop moving. Sorry.
Fine, I'll stop. We have no guns. God.
I know.
I have lots of.
I think a bomb or something. Oh, always paranoid. Hello, there I am again. They should have stopped moving by now.
This is Captain Pinnock. Please identify yourself.
Sorry.
We are the
Looking out the
Buccaneers.
other
You
people.
are currently speaking to its captain, Zaps Engelbert.
Captain Engelbert, you will be boarded. We are deploying.
No,
an aircraft
you
now.
won't.
Okay, well, we'll
I
roll
can
on the
help
carpet.
us.
Is any special requests for the the our visitors have? Coffee, scones, perhaps?
Me accidentally ramming that shuttle? I can do that.
That's a bad idea, Nia.
If you do that,
So
we both get
at
blown
this
up.
point, one
Please
of the
don't.
gun turrets fires a warning shot across your bow.
Whose bow?
We haven't done
Yours,
anything yet. How did they shoot that close to his stomach?
I'll keep it to a simple coffee. Gotcha.
So what's the call? Are we coming in or staying out here?
Stay out there.
Okay.
Okay. Hopefully, we can talk our way out of this.
You say that as though that's
Saps?
that's
Sorry.
something that won't happen.
I'm glad we're pretending I'm not here.
Saps, who was in command of the Diamondback?
Oh, I can't remember.
She gave her name as Captain Ada Pinnock.
Oh, some Pinnock. Some Pillock. Some Pinnock. Sorry.
Some pillock. Yeah.
Oh, hey, we found someone whose name we can fuck with the same way everyone fucks with yours.
I don't think we've met her before, though. Unless it was in episode 1 when Mia wasn't
No,
there.
we have not met Ada Pinnock.
Okay.
We haven't met any.
Just to be clear, Bucket Rust, you are surrendering?
No.
Yeah.
What's
Nia, you can't talk to
hang
them.
on, hang on. First of all, we have other options.
She's
'Cause
just
you
surprised.
have-
She's
I'm
not
sorry,
used to
I'm
people
sorry.
offering to roll out the red carpet.
I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. Given the situation, you have a fuck off load of guns pointed at us. I have a ship that is just a smuggling ship with no possible armaments visible armaments whatsoever. I don't think I have much of a choice now, do I?
I mean, you do, but it's a wrong and wise choice.
Yeah, normally folks in your situation, they go with the unwise choice. Tell you what,
We're
Bucket
smart.
Rust, you may retrieve your shuttlecraft and come aboard. We will open the shuttleway for you.
That's a deal.
I'll come back, and I promise not to shoot until you tell me. And Nia just goes off comm and
Okay.
turns around to go back.
Yeah, sure. Lovely. Might I mind asking, what is your affiliation? Before I just jump aboard, I'd like to know the person I'm docking my ship into. If you know what I mean.
Zaps, they're on an independent cruiser.
That doesn't
Who
mean they're
says they're proud
independent.
condits?
Could be pirates, could be alliance.
I'm going with pirates for the moment.
I'm guaranteeing they're not alliance.
Yeah. They tell you that, yeah, she is not alliance. She says, we are independents.
Okay, lovely. So yeah, no, in that case, sure. Retrieve the shuttle.
Yeah, in fact, we will discuss the terms of your surrender over dinner. How does that sound, Captain Engelbert?
You might want to change your clothes.
Lovely. Sounds absolutely lovely. Do you want me to bring a bottle of wine?
Oh, we wouldn't say no to that.
Zaps, how do you do this? How do you keep doing this?
Look, I can't help it. I got moved, man.
At which point Nia leans over and like
Now I feel, excuse
punches
me, I need to get my
his
nice
shoulder.
suit.
Ow! What was that for?
I'm
I will
just
help
trying
you
to come
on
up
this.
with a reasonable way for her to still offer for you to come aboard, because it's like she's not expecting you to just roll over.
Look, I turn back to Nia. I'm like, look, I've only got room for one lethally dangerous woman in my life, but he's got lots of them.
Somehow
No,
they
no,
all
no,
seem
the
to end
last
up
one
dead.
died.
I'm very sorry.
They do
Yep.
all...
Okay, so
Black Widow!
Isaac, he opened up space for a new one. That's what happened.
Anyway,
This is perfect. The evening goes well, they both kiss, and then she's dead by tomorrow.
That's how it usually happens.
yeah, I don't intend to, have to find my way out of this middle of nowhere.
and somehow I find myself with the plans of the murder ball. Whatever that might be.
Oh, forgotten. Hang on. Then Laura has to start talking with an English accent because I'm sure she's Ava in that scenario.
Anyway,
Can't do an English accent.
Then who's
That's
who
right.
otherwise?
Our English actors can't do American ones. I don't know if you've heard Martin Freeman talk.
So is Valk just Tamlin? Is that what happens?
Hey, Wiz.
Anyway,
Because I
That's my
don't,
impression of what small children sound like.
I don't think Valk can pull off Linek, Trist,
hi, this is Lena
or
Gilo
Bacta.
of mine now.
Okay, right. We come back on board and dock, and we pick everyone up, and we all dress for dinner. Well, Isaac's already in a suit, so he's going to stay like that. But
Whoa, 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 whoa! Who says you guys can come?
I wasn't dressed for dinner.
sorry, Captain. I'm not allowed to let you into these situations on your own. Situations where you might die horribly, dismembered by crazed, people on a ship that may have been there for tens of years.
Not allowed by who?
Me.
You.
You hired me. This is my job.
Oh, right. Yes. No. You can stand outside.
No, he didn't hire you. Well,
Yes,
kind of.
He did hire me.
I hired him.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hired him. He's working for me now.
Yes, I am.
So, as Saps is prepping up and they're all standing in
What do you
the
think?
docking bay
Brown
or something.
or black?
Always go with black.
Okay.
Isaac says
Eliza.
wearing blue.
Eliza walks in with an old tired duster in brown, the rank pin on her shirt underneath, and Jake slung on her shoulder.
Isaac instantly goes for his pistol and then stops himself.
Mia's just leaning back against a crate, just still in her black normal leather. She's staying out of this one.
That's entirely fair.
Not that I'm not fully armed.
I'm joining you.
That sounds like a good idea.
So, Isaac, how about you stay back here?
I really wouldn't risk it. I'll be fine. They're not going to know anything about who I am or what I've done.
Fair point.
Even if they are Alliance?
Nia,
They're not alive.
They're not.
Trust me.
Nia, you want to keep
Yes?
an eye on the ship here? Keep an eye on communications, see what they're doing?
Sure.
I mean, if things get disagreeable, then we might
Ooh.
want more
Could
of
you...
us.
I'd like you to come with us, see if you can mingle with them. Find their booze supply, if you know what I mean.
I was going to anyway. I mean,
Seriously,
free dinner.
Captain, we don't know how long they've been out here and whether they've gone space crazy or not. We could do with some more guns.
I mean, they didn't shoot us to smithereens when they had the chance. I don't
Which
think it's
makes
gonna
me
get
think
any
they're
worse.
crazy.
Crazy to meet us, you mean? Come on, let's go. There's a dinner waiting for us.
Fine.
You guys are leaving the Sense and Sensibility on the ship.
I mean, you're allowed to come. You can't just say no. I'm
arguing.
coming.
I'm arguing to bring you with us.
Laura, I love that name. I'm just going to say it, I love that name.
Is
No,
that
Captain,
what Nia's
Captain
named her
said
left
for
and
me
right
to
arms?
stay behind and watch communications. I think I'll sit here.
I got the impression that's what you wanted to do. That's why I made that call. If you want to come along, I can easily just have Sap say something else.
No, I'll sit here and watch. This should be interesting.
Red, let's just split the party on one
Exactly.
being on an easily killable vessel and the other
Exactly.
one walk into the jaws of death, or at least most of the party will walk into the jaws of death.
Yeah, so that if we have to roll new characters, we at least have an established storyline that still some of the characters are attached to. That's important.
I mean, I'm probably gonna walk out either way.
Anyway, shall we have dinner?
Let's.
go.
Right. So how are you going across to the Diamondback?
I don't know.
We're docking
We
the
apparently
shuttle.
got to I guess a shuttle because
Unless we can jump.
they said that the docking the
It's
shuttle
a
bay was
huge
open.
ship, right? Like, can we? How big is it? Is the ship big enough that we can dock the Daedalus, or do we have to take a shuttle?
You can dock the Daedalus. They also have a shuttle bay available. So
I'm
you
gonna
can
go
take
with the
either.
shuttle bay because I'd
No,
like
no,
to
no,
have
no,
the
no.
Daedalus in a position where she can move.
No, take the Daedalus because then they can't shoot guns at her.
Fair point, actually. Yes, good point.
So we'll take the Daedalus on and we'll dock with the ship
Yeah, and
on
I'm
the
just,
Daedalus. And Nia can
landing
stay.
minder.
Yeah, exactly. Nia
that's
can
it.
stay with the ship. Then she's available to come and help us if she needs to.
You do know that a standard complement on this sort of cruiser would have surface-to-air missile launchers.
On the outside, yes.
Not
Also
on
for
the
the
inside.
troops.
Yeah, sure, for the troops, but that's assuming that they are able to dedicate that kind of manpower to going and shooting at our ship while we are.
We'll be fine. It's still less guns than what are on the outside
Yeah,
of this.
let's go dock.
True.
Let's go dock with a nice captain ship.
Yep. So you.
That Freud's gonna get to you, Captain. You should stop smoking that.
I'm sorry. That was slightly disrespectful.
Does anybody have a D8 or better in fix?
Yes. Well, does double D6 count?
No, it needs to be a D8 on the base skill.
Oh no.
I do not
Fix,
have a
fix.
D8 in fix.
Not no.
I have a multiple
So
of
you
it.
missed some of that information. So you're just going to dock the Daedalus.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. So you as you fly close to the docking port, you realise that there is another ship docked here.
Oh.
You didn't
Do
see
we
it because it
know
was
it?
on the opposite side to where you approached, but the docking port she told you is nearby. It is, and I don't think this is relevant to you because I don't think I ever gave you the class before, but we'll do it now. It's a Wakinian class ship. It's modern, it's cared for, and it has a name on the side.
Okay.
That name is the Hastings.
Now that I do think
Yeah.
we've seen before, haven't we?
Yeah.
Or have we not?
Okay,
It's
who
not
do I
ringing a bell
have?
for me, but
Hang on.
It could be Maggie. It
Oh,
definitely
sorry.
could be Maggie.
How do you pronounce that?
Hastings.
No,
Or
Wakinian.
Wakinian.
Wakinian? I
Wakinian.
don't know, I've just got it written. I don't
In that
think
case,
the class of ship was ever mentioned before. But
Yeah, I don't
yes,
think we've
you
ever-
have encountered this ship before.
Oh, we have.
So looking through our former, not necessarily allies, that would be Maggie. Unless, do I have? No, I do not.
Well, the amusing thing is you were talking about it earlier, but you got the name wrong.
Oh, did I? Oh, you're shitting me. It's not that one, is it? With the mad guy?
It was not the McKnight that you hacked, it was the Hastings that you hacked.
Fuck. Okay,
I was
right.
like, yeah, it's McKnight's ship.
oh, so they found it as well.
So this
No, it
belongs
was,
to Shan Holt,
Holt,
the
that
guy
was it.
who
Holt
was trying to
on the
prevent you from
Hastings.
getting to the Malamadra.
Yes,
And
him.
who is
And wait, that
basically
ship's
assigned
here?
No.
by the Alliance to stop
Yep.
people talking about or
Yep.
finding the
Yeah, I
weapon.
remember.
Okay, I have to cross out some notes because I was also on the McKnight for him, which was why I was like, yeah,
Oh, that's why I got confused then, because Jack. Yeah.
because
Okay.
somebody confused me at some point.
Yeah, the
Right,
McKnight,
okay.
I think, was
Yeah,
a ship
the McKnight may have
uh,
been on a different
it was
planet.
on a different planet. It was later in the adventure.
Sorry, I'll be 2 seconds.
No, was it the? I don't think it was the wedding heist. So that was way earlier.
Yeah, no, the McKnight was, I think, the one with the prisoner.
Episode 5 or 6, somewhere
I
in
think-
that vicinity.
I think it's when we were meeting one of Zaps' friends. We got intercepted.
It's well, if it has anything to do with the Malamadra, then it's revenge is a dish best served twice.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I think it was in that episode.
Because that episode is where Saps
The
actually
McKnight
shoots a
was
guy.
in that same episode. You are correct.
Okay.
The McKnight was just a ship that got in your way.
That's why.
Okay. Well, in that case,
We all dead yet?
No.
almost.
Cool.
Well, see, here's the thing. Browncoats have captured an Alliance vessel. I couldn't be happier.
Yeah.
You jump to conclusions. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's head
Totally
to
do.
dinner because we have interesting information, and now let's head to
So
dinner.
yes, so you successfully dock. The airlock on their side of the ship, it creaks open really ominously, as though it really didn't have a very good pressure seal.
Okay.
Oh, good.
And you are met at the airlock by some goons wearing independent uniforms. They see your rank pin, Eliza, and salute you.
I salute them back.
Isaac looks very confused by this.
Hello, gentlemen. I believe we are here for a dinner invitation.
Then he has a sudden realization, and everything's okay again.
Captain Pinnock, won't you come this way?
Okay.
I'm a goon. You can tell by the fact that
Yes.
That I won't hold it
not
against
to
you, old
stereotype
chap.
goons, but
Ah,
yeah. So they start leading you through bits of the ship. You realise the interior is rusted. There's rust everywhere. Panels are just hanging open. Wires, loops hanging from ceilings. A lot of things that look repaired have been. It's very hasty patchwork. It doesn't look like a proper long-term repair at all.
How recent do these repairs look?
Some of them seem like they go back years and they're barely holding. Others look more recent. It looks
Okay,
like
so-
that they just, when something breaks, they just patch it really quick just to get things running again, and don't bother making a long-term fix.
Okay.
But you also see in some of the corridors and things older damage and things that, you know, there's some things like you can see like where a railgun shell has gone through several bulkheads. You can still see through the hole in a few places. They've patched the outer hull, but there's just a hole through several bulkheads that run through this corridor.
Yeah.
You know, that stuff like
Yeah.
that looks like war damage.
She's seen better days, I see.
Yes, sir. One of the few ships to survive the Battle of Serenity Valley, sir.
Oh, thank God someone said that and not Verbena.
Yeah, no, this one is now Serenity, so yeah. Because the Battle of Serenity Valley was pretty much the last battle and the decisive.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that was the deciding one.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Eliza,
Yeah.
how about you, talk to them and see if they'll give you any sort of idea of why we're here.
We boarded their space.
Yeah, why do they want us to have dinner with? Look, just see if you can get them to tell you anything.
Sure. And I'm guessing that we were walking in a loose line ish, and that I walked besides Isaac at that point, and then now I walk up towards the front where the goons would be, and I go, "So what you've been doing since the war? Why are you still here?"
I didn't fight in the war, ma'am. New recruit, ma'am.
When?
Year or two back, ma'am. Signed aboard. Captain Pinnock. She sometimes goes through crew fairly quickly. Not many of the original crew left now. We
Black Widow the Second.
It's a perfect match for them.
Who's still left of the original crew?
Dude, if we
not
were to
entirely
kiss, there'd
sure,
be a
actually,
nuclear
Matt.
explosion.
Captain Pinnock for certain. The rest of us, we help run the ship. We help keep her supplied.
Okay. Well, why does she want to see us for dinner? Like, she was all set on shooting us.
You gonna eat us?
Is she always like that?
Captain Pinnock, she changes her mind from time to time. She does like to be civilized, though. Very very keen on civilized is Captain Pinnock.
Ooh, could you go back to the ship, please?
What? Sorry? What?
This is a civilized discussion. I don't think you'll help here.
I am the most civilized, actually. I went to a proper school, unlike you. So...
Funnily enough, I almost
So
agree.
that particular guard seems to be getting a bit too talkative. One of the other guards heads up to the head of the queue near him, elbows him in the ribs a bit. It's like, and then he sees your insignia and he's like, "Oh, did you serve, ma'am?"
Yes, I did.
I may not have served on the Diamondback, but I was a foot soldier in the war at Serenity Valley, ma'am. Yourself?
I was discharged after Verbena.
Ooh, rough one there, ma'am.
Yeah, but
Not many made it out of Verbena alive that day.
luckily it was our side that won it.
I thought it was implied that it was.
No.
Okay.
Nia's
Oh,
going to let you just, completely walk into this low, but she is thinking to herself. Yeah. hmm
So
Yes.
what I'd like you to do at this point, Jack, you can roll me social and influence or mental and notice.
I'd rather roll the second, please.
That's what I say.
Social, Eliza.
I can, but social and influence is probably that's a D6 and a D4. So let's do mental and notice.
You can use any of your Zaps does not get psychic powers yet. I will also let you use your veteran attribute. Which
The
is
Cool.
psychic, I forget.
Psychic power is in the fourth series when we really start scraping all
Jumping
the
the
battle
shark.
ideas. Yeah.
Yes, when all of you die here, Nia escapes, and then we suddenly start here. I hear zaps in my head on how to take care of the ship, and then
You're
kill my.
haunted by saps.
I've been hearing in this.
We co-play one character.
I've been hearing him this whole time. Oh, it's the new episode of Everyone Is Nia. Run under the Everyone Is John system.
Yes.
Oh God, no!
Guten Abend, mein Lieben.
No. No.
Not Dr. John.
Dr. John has become part of Nia now. You will never.
Oh God, no! No! Oh, you have a very challenging difficulty there.
Shh. Technically, so far we're rolling the same dice.
Yeah, no,
No, we're not.
What I'm going to give you, though, is I will give you a D8 as a war veteran as well. I'm going to be quite nice
Okay.
about this.
Thank you, Keith.
He doesn't want to kill us yet.
It's almost like that's a distinction called Veteran of the Unification War.
I have.
I'm
that
letting him roll
already.
that as well.
Yeah, I know.
It gives me a list of possible
It's like-
assets if you wanted to buy an asset, but I'm just going to let you have that one. So
Cool.
Also, Keith doesn't want to kill us yet. There's apparently something better coming.
There's
it's
always
also
something
it's
better
Jack.
coming.
I'm being nice.
Oh! Ow!
Wow, that was actually close.
You got a plot point.
Yeah, could buy one.
that is a fail.
Hang on, though. It could be a success.
Yeah.
You do
When
only
did I
have
get
one
7
plot
plot points from?
Because
Oh,
you
it's
guys
just
have been doing a
general
lot of
muckery.
role playing. Jack, unfortunately,
Okay.
spent most of that time hanging in the rafters, and so wasn't involved in any scenes, so I couldn't give him any plot points.
I was busy doing pull-ups in my Spider-Man pajamas. But yeah, I'll spend the plot
Anyway.
point to win it.
Yeah, so you keep the 4. That
Die.
doesn't,
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not.
Put
an
me at
intelligence.
17.
What you notice is that whenever the captain is mentioned, the goons seem a bit nervous, and this is why they sort of seem to be trying not to give too much away.
Now the question becomes, do I want the party to walk into the crazy with no notice or all the notice?
I mean, some of us have already worked this out.
Kinda.
Some don't care. So
You're expecting it, but you don't know.
If Red and I were still making bets about this stuff, we gave up.
What are we betting on?
We gave up betting because you kept losing.
What were we betting on?
But yeah, I'll tell the crew here.
Hey, Keeb, you can whisper me the result of that if you want. I'm gonna Cortex Ada Pinnock. I'm not telling anyone I'm doing this. I'm just doing it.
Alright, let me find out what I need to give you while Jack decides what he's going to roleplay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I settle up to each member of the crew except Wu, and tell them that
don't
the
worry.
crazy is there. That the crew basically flinches whenever the captain is mentioned and stuff like that.
And we're
So,
going to dinner. This is going to be fun.
This
Zaps,
might
look, if things get real, you get under the table and wait for the noise to die down, alright?
hey, Eliza, what secrets are you telling?
Yeah, I'm just talking about your outfit, Wu.
Oh, how brilliant it is! You can tell me. You can tell me. Don't you?
No, I'm just talking
I
about
don't-
how it doesn't really look.
It's
It doesn't look it doesn't look fitting for fancy dress.
Oh, that's because you don't have
Anyway.
style, Eliza.
I lean in. I lean in towards Wu. I think it's a bit much.
Yeah, I think it's a bit over the top. Usually, you want to be understated.
I consider you my friend, so I'm going to be honest. But do with that what you will, as long as you're comfortable. Okay?
Y'all don't know about fashion. I'm just going to say that out straight. So
I'm just saying the colored Hawaii shirt doesn't really look for fancy dress.
I'm beating that. That's not what I'm wearing. So
Isaac looks genuinely upset and is like, "What do you mean I don't know anything about it? Look at this."
oh no. I was talking about these two.
Okay.
You always look snappy.
I
I
am-
always like your suits.
I am extremely sad. Look, what do you think of this new one? It's blue.
Oh, it's really. Oh, it looks great.
Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot to me, Wu.
This is why I like having missions with you, because A, you're competent, and B, you always look snappy. So
I look over at the goons to see how they're reacting to this.
Due to all the banter.
The goons are just trying to keep a straight face during all of this.
Okay. Right. So where are they taking us?
Captain's quarters.
So you are taken to the mess hall. Ada is sat at the head of a large scratched table. It looks like this would have once been the officer's mess because it's a little bit more opulent and not quite as big as the standard mess. Ada is wearing an independent dress uniform. It is absolutely pristine, spotless, perfect.
You were talking about a scratched table, right?
Yep.
Any scratches in particular in a specific location?
No, it's just covered in scratches, dented over years of use, that sort of thing.
Okay.
The
As
table
we
itself
walk
hasn't
in,
been very
Eliza
well
would-
maintained.
Okay.
As we walk in, Eliza would say, "Huh, feels nice to be back in one of these."
Flanking on either side of the table are two goons holding weapons openly. So the weapons are drawn. They're not pointed at you. You have not been disarmed.
Okay, good.
Is there dinner on the table?
Not yet. No.
So I walk in first, and I come to attention.
No. Yeah. I walk in
and
as well.
I did it, and then I turn to the side, like I do a 90-degree snap, and then I look to my right and wait for you two to walk in.
3.
Three,
No, I
Wu's
wait.
there.
I know Wu's
Who's
there, but
also there?
Wu's in the back, so I'm waiting. Isaac is looking at Zaps and Eliza, and as they come up, he stands to attention, like
Yeah.
upright.
Got it.
I walk in.
Ah,
I
Captain-
salute the captain.
Captain Pinnock. How lovely to meet you in
Engelbert,
person.
Please, take a seat. And who've you brought with you?
I have brought my fine crew. This here is my bodyguard, Isaac.
Isaac looks over at the captain, left head snap, and then looks back front again.
My chief medical officer, Eliza.
I'm
What's your
still
actual-
standing
what was
there
your actual
saluting.
final rank, Eliza?
See, that's the thing, right? I kind of want to say lieutenant.
Okay. So she nods, Lieutenant.
I'm
And-
still standing there. I need her to salute me back to
and then she
stop
she
saluting,
salutes.
and then I stop.
And my
I'm here to bring. I'm here to bring up the attractiveness level of the group. Nice to
yes,
meet you.
my PR department.
Excellent. Well,
That's
everybody
the way to
needs one of
describe
those. Please have a seat. I
Thank you.
didn't catch your names.
Oh, I'm Wu. Nice to meet you.
Isaac Butler, Mum.
Military man, Isaac.
Yes, Mum.
Excellent. We like that sort of thing around here. Order and discipline, very useful.
He stands behind Zaps and relaxes slightly.
And she clicks her fingers, and a crew member brings in a plate. Eliza,
Yes, I have
you
brought
noticed
this.
this is being served on the ship's best china. This is the stuff that would have been saved for the officers in this mess hall. So
Yes, I have a lovely Beaumont 2347. That should go quite well with this.
fantastic, and chilled perfectly. And she gestures, and
Yes.
another crewman comes over and uncorks it and starts.
We have some very good cooling facilities on board the ship.
Clearly a man of fine taste. Captain
Yes, that's
Engelbert.
exactly where I saved this bottle laugh.
I should have guessed. Why didn't I guess?
Just in the hands of the popsicle.
Just
Oh my fucking god! Really?
nestled in next to the person's face.
Oh,
Either
God.
that or in my morgue freezer.
I was
Like,
going to say,
either
I imagine
works.
the morgue
The ice
freezer
cream
is already
freezer?
filled with Woo's collection.
The ice cream freezer, the dead body freezer.
Oh, I
It's
forgot
the
to
same
ice cream.
freezer.
Oh, right.
Remember, we're on a submarine in space. It's the same freezer.
And that's where we'll call it, because it is 5-2, and
I was going to say,
you'll
yeah,
need to
I was
negotiate
going to.
with Captain Pinnock next time. So,
That sounds good. Okay,
which also means
Cool.
I get to practice role playing a crazy lady.
I'm going to be.
Oh, so
very-
she is crazy.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
definitely crazy.
Okay,
Marvelous.
I'm going to very ceremoniously say thank you all very much. I'm out.
Goodbye.
Good.
Good
night,
luck.
Bye.
everybody.
Have a
Good luck
day.
tomorrow.
Good luck
See you
tomorrow.
around.
Bye.
Good
Thank you.
luck.
Yes.
Bye.
So
Right
yes,
then.
while Red is disappearing, so we will pick that back up probably in about a month's time. August is
Yep.
a bit of a busy month for the rest of us. But yes, thank you all for watching, and we will be back eventually. I will probably stream something maybe in the interim. I have not decided. In the meantime, obviously you can keep up with Red over on his channel, Red Nightmare 7, where he has been streaming a few things. His availability is a little weird over the next few weeks. We've also started to record the first episode of our podcast to accompany Lost Empire of Ashar, Asher, whichever we end up going with.
Asha. It should be Asha.
Yeah,
It
probably
depends how they
Asher.
pronounce the word.
And yes, we will pick up the rest of that recording because we still need to interview a couple of the players. That will be done probably when Red gets back from his holiday, so look for that at some point soon as well. And yes, we're having a lot of fun with that. I will also
Yeah.
pop up in various people's stream chats because, I am Lurksman. So yes, thanks all for watching.
See you all
and
then.
We will be back soon. Bye.
Bye.
Tune in next time for when one crazy lady tries to out crazy another crazy lady.
Two other crazy
Yeah.
ladies.
All the
No,
crazy
no,
ladies.
one crazy lady is on the ship.
All the crazy ladies.
Oh,
All the crazy ladies.
Now,